We're spinning the wheel. We're going to find out what leader we're playing, and let's build a competitive deck. So let's spin, 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 spin around. I really don't care. We've got the OP08 leaders added. So we'll see what we get right here. And we get OP08. We just added OP08 leaders, so I'm actually really happy with that. We've got OP08 Carrot, and honestly, I have no idea what she does. So let's get into the game, into the sim, and see what we can build with that. Okay, so it looks like her ability is a once per turn main, no cost. If you have a character with a Minx type in play, rest up to one of your opponent's characters that cost 5 or less. It just sounds like an almost better Bonnie. Granted, Bonnie's when you get attacked and you get to rest anything they have, so they have to swing in a certain order. This is on your turn, but it helps you be more aggressive. I don't know what kind of Minx cards are really out there, so I guess we have to throw something together for a green carrot and kind of see what we can do. Let's get into the deck profile. Alright guys, so here's the deck list. I try to stick as Minx as possible, but Minx stink. So we're going to play Ezo in here for the 2K plus the rest 1, because resting is really important in this. A lot of board wipes is what I'm seeing, so I think we can, knock out some of their stuff. Obviously, we're going to play the Kid, just really powerful for defense if we need it. Plus, it'll get us some of our 3 or lesses out, like our blockers and stuff like that. Set up to one of your Dawn as active, but mainly just for the 2K counter, and it's a searchable 2K, which really helps. Hodie's just OP, Rosinante's just OP, Bonnie's pretty good depending on what you're playing, so we're only playing 2 of those. And we're playing this because if your leader has the Minx type, up to 2 of your opponent's rested characters cannot be set as active. So it's Bonnie, but better, except you can't target the Dawn. We also have Carrot, which is 7 or less, does the same thing, but for 1. It's like the Cavendish effect where it's on play, or the Ryuma effect where it's on play and when attacking. Same thing, right here we have a Rush Green. You don't find a lot of Rush Green, so I think that's going to be really good for resting something and then swinging at something. We've got a blocker, which is going to on KO, rest one of your opponent's Dawn, or KO one of your opponent's rested 6 costs or lower. So I can use that as a blocker. It's going to die, and then I'm going to destroy something. So it's kind of like a 1-for-1 Wanda right here, which is just your searcher. Carrot's just a cheap 2K blocker that also works with the Kid. We're going to play this. I don't know if it's going to be really good, honestly, but not being able to refresh all of the 7 or lowers, I think will really help us out if we're in a tough spot. We're running 3 because I don't want it in my first hand, but I think it'll be really good for late game. Then obviously we're playing the stage. The stage literally just makes a Dawn active. It's that simple, and at the end of the turn you get to set one of your Minx as active. So I can swing with Pedro, set Pedro as active, and still have the blocker. Same thing with a lot of these other ones that if I need to set them as active or I don't want them to die, like the Carrot with the strong ability like that, when attacking, I can make sure she can't die unless they have removal. I think that's going to do really good. It's a win-win, and it's got 2 effects. So I'll take that. Let's try to win a game. Furry build. Let's go, baby. Alright, so we're going to take the furry build, and we're going to play against, honestly, we'll play whoever this is, because we don't know who they are. So we're playing against Purple Kaido. That can be kind of tough. We're going to... Let's mulligan this hand. Now we have 2 searchers, and we have our stage, which is going to be really good. We're going to pop the searcher first, and grab Pedro. Return those in that order. It doesn't really matter the order. I'm just going to pass turn there. We're definitely going to try to get the stage out there. I think that's going to be really important. So we'll just go ahead and swing 5 to life. Like that. See what he does. He just takes that. No problem there. We'll deploy this. And then rest this. Get an active Dawn. And then play our next searcher. Again, just going 1-for-1s. Grab the Carrot here. Return to top. And pass our turn. Now we can choose no friendly targets. Hi, little Luna. Hi, baby. So now we don't have to worry about using all of our Dawn on a 5 cost. Technically, we now have 6 Dawn every turn, so that's going to be really nice. I think this will be really strong against their deck. They might not play the 10-drop Kaido. They might play like a 9, which can be really annoying. Obviously, the effect is just disgusting in general for going against this. No blocker. Do we have a 2K? No, we don't. We'll take the first one, see what we get. No trigger. This is not going to help us at all, but I guess if we need it, we have it. So being at 5, we're going to use her effect, rest this, and then now we're going to kill it, because that card is disgusting. So that's going to be really helpful, just swinging the 5 into it. And we'll see what he does here. We might go wide instead of doing anything else, because we can use drop a 4 right here, and then pop this to make this active, to then play... Oh, I didn't even think about it. We could have just swung, and she could have died and swung life. Would have been the better play. But now we can play 2 blockers, and we'll take that, just passing our turn, and no friendly targets. So Next time we know, just kill it with the 2Ks. I don't know what we're doing, so. No blocker, and we'll drop a 1K here. We're just going to drop Rosinante. He's not going to have too much removal, I don't think, that we have to worry about. So he's got Banish on the Zoro, which isn't really too scary. There's nothing much he can do here. We can rest. Oh, we can't rest anything. I thought it was 6 or less, so. I guess that gives us 2 of these. We can definitely start swinging into life, which is going to be super nice. Like I said, we can swing with the Pedro. We might go ahead and get out the carrot. It's not going to do much for us right now, or we're going to play defensive and wait till he starts swinging. Just get a blocker out and go a little stronger. Get that as active. So now we have 6, so we can go 5 to life. We'll see what he does here. We're really going to get some of his hand out of the way, which is going to be super nice. Or we can see kind of how much counter he really does have. So we'll swing 5 to life again. Again, this is going to be stood back up from this effect. Then we'll swing 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 to life with a 2K. So putting us in a good spot. Pass turn, get him as active, and we have our blocker back. So we've got 3 blockers on board, and we have a lot in our hands. So if he swings with this, we're going to drop the carrot, make sure that can't go active again, and he finally found the stage. So that's probably something he's been looking for a while. He can easily take out one of our life, but I don't know if that's what he's going to do. It's not rested, so we don't want this dying yet, but we could pop the Pedro, let Pedro die, and then resolve. And then KO arrested character. That card is disgusting. Pedro is so good, and he's, I mean, come on, an OG. We gotta love the guy, so. The cool thing is we can just use our Minx effect to rest this. That's going to be really helpful. So even though he got that, we can just rest it. We obviously know we're going to do that, so let's not forget. Then we'll play her, choose him. He's now frozen, and we can swing 6 into life. We don't have to worry about him, and he's not going to have too much rush. So we can swing 6, and then we can swing 5. So yeah, he's going to definitely start dropping some stuff. I mean, no reason not to. But it freezes his blocker, and if the blocker comes back to active, we can just freeze it again, and then, or put it, stand her back up, because why not? But if he swings with the block, or if the blocker comes active again, we can just make it go down, and we'll be perfectly fine. So we go no blocker, and we'll just drop the 1K here. We have 2 in hand. We do have 1 dead card, which does not help us, but we've not taken a lot of damage, so. Ooh, that hurts. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts right there. Alright, we're going to have to figure some stuff out, because he's pretty close to low, but he can definitely turn this around. So I don't want to give too much, I don't want to put too much out there that puts us in a tough spot. We don't have enough to really use this in a defensive way. If we play this, it's just going to get destroyed. So we might honestly just swing 15 to life, which I don't think is a bad plan. We'll have to take some damage next turn, but it's going to put more cards in our hand. So yeah, I literally think we just swing heavy. I don't think we have to be scared of anything. Swing 15 to life. He either has to drop the whole freaking hand, which I don't see him doing, or he's going to swing life, use effect, use his effect, of course, make me down to 1 life next turn. So it's a really tough spot, but we'll have to find a way to kill Kaido, and we just pass turn. Our cards don't have a lot of effect right now because he's not playing any 5 costs at the moment. I didn't think he would play the 10-drop Kaido because I think it's kind of mid, but hey, to each their own. It's really good when you need it, when you're playing against an aggro deck like this that's just going to, you know, I guess play this style. So we won't take the damage yet because we don't need to. He does have the 7 active Dawn now. Obviously, we're going to take that, and that really does help us. It'll help us if he drops some more stuff, but damn! Alright, so we're definitely going to drop this, choose him. Carrot effect won't do anything here, but we can, I don't know if it's worth playing Carrot at the moment, because it's not going to do much for us. It's just going to get us a bigger board, which then he could just drop, but then there's no point because it kills all his Kaidos too. So, yeah, I think honestly we just play the Carrot. Choose 0 targets, and then pop that there, swing into life. He's going to block her and drop a counter, which is perfectly fine. We've got this frozen, so we don't have to worry too much. But now we can just pass turn and go from there. This isn't the easiest matchup, but I don't know that this deck's great enough to have many great matchups at the moment until we find a better deck structure. We could have easily gone like the Rosinante style, like with more... Alright, no trigger. We could have found a better style, though, maybe using like the Doflamingo Pirates or whatever. There's definitely ways to build it with a lot of other things, but he's definitely built up a disgusting board at the moment. And that's not the best look for us, so we'll be back up to 10 Dawn here. He's got a trash one. Oh my gosh. Oh my lordy lord. So I wish we would have gotten... Honestly, I would wish we would have gotten something better. But we can rest him. He is going to get this back online next turn, which is kind of scary. But if we can stop that with 1, 2, 3, 4 next turn. But I don't know if that's going to be possible because he's probably just going to put everything on him. But that makes him commit a lot. So let's just swing. Let's clear his board. So we'll swing heavy to life. So we're going 9 with 3 Dawn. It's going to make him have to destroy some of his blockers. He takes the life, but he knows he's safe because of all the blockers on board. We got to go 8 to life. Man, this is stressful. When you don't know how to play a deck like this, it does get a little difficult. So he drops the 3, has to drop 2 from hand, but he is going to lose, you know, one of... He's going to have to lose one of them. More than likely, he would be smart to lose the Jinbei first because it's not affected by the carrot. So I would expect him to drop the Jinbei, which is the smartest choice. Wow. So he's going all in on this next turn, really hoping to do something. Maybe I should have swung first with some more life, got him to rest all of this, and then made it not active. So we did learn that, which I think will definitely help. I don't know if it was the best choice. I think I would have rather him cleared my board and just try to swing heavy, but that wouldn't make sense because how much he has. So I think what we should have done is use 5 Dawn total and then play this to make sure he couldn't swing life like this. Because obviously we're going to have to start dropping some stuff here. Damn. This is definitely going to be a tough one, so... Because I'm not going to be able to stop the Kaido, so basically, if I have to take both of these next shots, I'm kind of done for. Because he can also just pop the top of my life. Yep. So he's going to play something here, probably with Rush. Yeah. Yep. So the King's going to definitely end this one. He can also drop the 7. Now I'm at 1 life, and I can't get anything else. So that is going to be a GG. We're going against Rebecca. Rebecca's can be really annoying. I think I want to go first here and probably just mulligan this. We're really looking for some searchers to start off. It wouldn't have been bad to not do that, but grab the carrot. We could have grabbed Pedro, but we already have the Pedro. We'll just pass turn there. So I think going second's really good because I can always, you know, rest something that he has or do whatever I need to. It's always a safe option. So you live and you learn. I mean, it's always better usually to go second and get the draw as well. We do have the Electrical Luna this time, which obviously is one of her big moves. I never understand how this works. If you have 6 or less cards in hand, look at the top 2, reveal 1, add it to your hand. That's totally cool with me. We're actually just going to play another Wanda. Look through for... I don't know if we want another carrot or if we want to go towards something else. Maybe grab a 2K counter, which I don't think will be bad against this deck because it can get really annoying. It's really hard to kill some of this stuff. So we'll grab that for now. We'll go 7 into life. So nothing to be worried about here. We can definitely rest some of his stuff. A lot of his stuff is lower stuff. So cool. He takes the first one, no issue, and we just move on. So we'll see what he can do next. Rebecca is a very annoying leader, but she does not have the ability to swing at me, which is super nice. The annoying part is whenever they get the stage out, the stage effect basically gives her characters rush, but only to attack characters. So the best play for this is actually getting our stage out, which will make our cards active. So on the turn they're played, they can't swing at me. It's a really safe option, and I think that's going to be the best bet and what kind of helps us win this game. So as soon as we can get the stage, I think we'll be in a really good spot. It's also just really strong. It gives us an extra Dawn. Boom, we get it. Let's not just pop it right away. Let's kind of see what we can bait him into. Do we want to go wide here? If we play 3, we'll have 3 to play because of the effect. Is there something we want to play for 3, or do we want to swing life for 8? Maybe go ahead and get a blocker out, because all he's going to do is drop the Rebecca, and they have the ability to recur it if they need to. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll activate 1 rested Dawn, get out our blocker, and then swing life for 6. We'll see if he drops the blocker now or takes the damage, which more than likely he'll just take the damage or counter before he just uses the blocker this early. You never really know. Some people play different. Some people play weirdly aggressive, and some people play weirdly safe. So yeah, he's just going to drop the 2k, and we're going to go on to the next one. I don't think this matchup is horrible for us. It really just depends. It looks like they're just playing the basic. Maybe not. You may rest one of your leaders, reduce the cost of up to one of your opponent characters by 4. So that's actually pretty strong in this situation with Rebecca, just because, I mean, if she has something to KO, it puts her in a good spot. If we could, you know, use this, which I could have done last turn, and rest it, we'll just go ahead and swing into it for 2. And then look through and see what we do. I think we definitely get this out, but I don't know if that's the best bet yet, because, I mean, it doesn't really do much for us at the moment, because he'll find a way to lower the attack and then destroy it. So let's kind of wait. We don't have to do anything or play anything specific. It might not be bad just to get a body on the board. We'll actually play this. I definitely think he's going to try to destroy it, but it is what it is. We'll get another Dawn as active. Swing life for 8 here, and kind of just whittle her down while we can. We can easily get through most of the blockers. Even the Saba's a 5 cost, so it's not really any problem, and we'll just pass turn here and set her back as active. So no stress. Like I said, they do have the ability to probably recur her and get her back, but at the end of the day, again, I can still rest this Sabo. They have no blockers on board. I can run through the Sabo, or I can just swing it to life and get him gone that way, or I can freeze it, or whatever I need to. So I can, you know, use her ability, rest this, swing life, and then make sure he can't refresh next turn, so he doesn't have the blocker. And then next turn after that, I can drop this, and it's a long story, but you can kind of see how it's going. Okay, one of the, yeah. So he gets to rest the Coliseum. This is the one that I told you is really annoying to try to get rid of. Obviously, he hasn't found the stage yet, so I'm kind of sitting in a good spot. I'm a lot less scared than I should be. So 7 here. I'm not really scared of 7, but we haven't taken any damage, and I don't think we should yet. Kind of depends. He can't swing with anything else here, so I think we drop this. I think we drop this and don't take the damage. I don't really want to lose our blocker this early, especially when we have this one, and we just got to find a way to kill this next turn. I think that would be really important. So we're at 9. We should be playing this for 4, which leaves us 5. So what we'll do is actually use her effect. So, whoops, use her effect to rest this, and then we'll use her to swing life, making sure he can't come alive. And playing, man, I shouldn't have gotten rid of the, what's it called? I shouldn't have gotten rid of him, because I could have made sure this one doesn't come alive. Could have played this to rest this, make sure he couldn't come alive next turn. That would have been the smartest play, but hey, sometimes you live and learn, like I've been saying. So next we have this out just to get an extra blocker. We're going to swing life for 7, making sure he can't come. I should have chose the other guy, because he can do stuff, he can't really do much. Because now there's nothing worth swinging him, and he can just make this a 1 cost, play this out, and be chilling. So, you gotta drop one more, buddy. One more, buddy. I definitely think I threw away a really strong card. I think I'm gonna go 8 to life here. Or I should have gone 9. I don't even know why I went 8. What a weird thing. Technically, I could have actually even gone more. So, we'll just pass turn here and set this back as active. So we get it for next turn. again, we can, you know, set him down, which makes sense why he should be aggressive here. Honestly, that's probably the best bet. But we can also pop the Pedro if we need to, and that will kill the Haruden. So that's also a safe option that, you know, doesn't come to the brain because my brain is not very smart. So we'll see what we can do here. I think we do that. We go ahead and pop the Pedro just for the kill, the guaranteed kill, because we don't know what else he'll swing with. He probably won't swing with the Sabo. So resolve the attack and then KO a 6 or less. I think that's going to put us in a good spot. So we also could have targeted him to then, you know, rest this, which obviously can't swing with it anyway, but then we could finally clear it. It's a hard one to clear, but at the end of the day, it's not really going to cause us any problems. He's probably going to forfeit pretty dang soon. I mean, I know he has 7 cards in hand, 2 life still, but you can definitely tell the game state is in our favor in this matchup at least, which Rebecca is a really cool niche deck, but sometimes you just can't keep up, buddy. I'd love to know what he's thinking, because he could definitely clear some things. Only having 1 blocker against a deck like this, he could definitely drop anything here and kind of clear some of my board. So he's going to try to get 2 attacks out of this, but then it can't be set as active during the refresh. So, you know, returning 7 cards from trash, which he does have, but that cuts off some of his bigger cards. Like, I know there's some event that does something and whatever, but, you know, we'll see what he can do kind of more next turn. We're definitely going to go ahead and pop this to rest it. We got Hody, which has Rush. We can really work on clearing the board here if we need to, which I don't think is a bad idea. I think whenever she swings, it's also going to stop Sabo from coming alive, so we could swing, you know. Actually, we can just go to life still. Swing this into life for 7. We're going to swing this into life for 6. And then we're going to drop Hody, drop the top of our trash, and then swing 7 again for life. Or no, we'll be at 8 at that point. Or no, 9. Dang, I can't even do math. That's like the most important thing in this game, is just math. So we'll go 7 to life. And choose Sabo as not coming active. Doesn't really matter which one you choose, but Sabo just has more attack, so no reason not to. So now you see she's got to drop her whole hand. Now we can play the Hody, resting this and resting the Dawn, taking the top of life, but we finally get him back. You know, Dog Storm, pretty cool. And then using that effect, we can set this back as active. So no stress there. We can start to just pile up our, you know, our Dawn onto our stuff, but he had to finally take a damage and really clear out his hand, but it set up his trash. So that is the one scary part. If he gets to 20 and he drops the frickin' the castle guy, I can't even remember his name, Capone, dude, that card is super annoying. It has double attack plus 2000 attack when you have 2 Dawn, so it's 9k for like a 6 cost. But that thing is so annoying. So for the first one here, I think we will no blocker and just drop 1, 2, 3. Screw it, because we can drop this next turn as well. So if he tries to, you know, power up something else, because I think that's what he's going to do, is drop all that. Yep. And then resolve attack, no issues. This guy stays alive. We drop this next turn, and none of his cards will be active. He can use this card's effect to go reactive, but again, that doesn't really stress us out because, I mean, nothing's gonna become active next turn. Man, he's really choosing these targets. He's like, might as well. We'll resolve the attack. We'll take that one, but I don't think there's gonna be much he can do here, especially when he basically has 1 turn. So we're gonna activate all of your opponent's 7 or less rested characters not become active. So they're now all frozen. And we can play this just because it's not going to hurt to have something extra. Swinging 7 to life, he's going to have to drop more cards from his hand, and this card can't use its effect, so because it won't become active. This game definitely shows how this deck can be played and the learning curve. You know, I'm not the smartest player, so I can accept that. Get this as active, attach it to her. We'll just choose that, even though it doesn't do anything. He can set himself as active because of his effect, I guess, but at the end of the day, he can only shoot my life because she'll be active. So we drop this just because why not? It doesn't hurt to have another body on the board, especially when we have this, which is going to stop both of these from becoming active. Like I said, he's going to activate this, probably swing my life, and I don't really have to be scared of much. I don't know if he's not playing the stage or what he's doing, but he needs to get that stage on board. Without that, it doesn't do much for him. I think he understands that he's almost at a lost cause, because even if he swings at this, he's still only got the one swing, and he's got to really set up his grave to have that. So he's going to drop a lot of counter to get this to swing, but it cannot be set as active. Ooh, he can attack my active characters? This card can attack active characters. Oh, yeah, he can. So that's alright, though. No, yeah. He knew I was going to win because I was going to let him die, but then I could drop 10 Dawn on this and swing life. He had nothing to block it. So I guess that's how we play Carrot. Not the best performance, but, you know, whenever I did make mistakes and I saw better avenues, I hope you saw those and learned from it. I think this deck's actually really fun. It's a strong aggro version of Bonnie. When I play Bonnie, I get kind of bored because you just sit there and wait until you can play something big. Kind of boring.